Itachi truly was a kind child. Those aren't my words, they're his father's. And I think that one sentence explains almost everything about his character. Not because Itachi was gentle, but because he was selfless. Every important decision he ever made was for somebody else, whether that's for the Leaf, for Sasuke, or for the general greater good. He never really lived for himself. At just 4 years old, Fugaku took Itachi to a battlefield, and he hoped that it would turn Itachi into an instrument of war. Instead, Itachi saw death before he even knew what life was. Rather than creating a soldier, it created a pacifist. From that moment on, Itachi wanted one thing: to become strong enough to end all conflict. Unfortunately, conflict seemed to follow him everywhere he went. His life became defined by conflict, by impossible choices. By the time the Uchiha coup reached its breaking point, Hiruzen had failed to negotiate peace. Shisui, the one person who still believed a peaceful solution was possible, was dead, and Itachi knew exactly why. I've seen people call Itachi selfish for saving Sasuke instead of trying to save his clan. I don't think the choice he was given was about how many people lived, but more how many people died. That's if we can even call that a choice. Side with the Uchiha, inevitably civil war, the Leaf will be weakened, and all of a sudden another great ninja war becomes a real possibility. What if he warned the clan? I mean, well, what's to say he doesn't end up with a Shisui treatment? Itachi already knew exactly how the last person who tried to stop the coup met his end. Danzo wasn't changing, neither was Fugaku. Walk away? The foundation was already waiting. The massacre still happens, only this time, both he and Sasuke dies, with everyone else. Every path in front of him led to the death of the Uchiha. Some of those paths simply led to even more deaths afterwards. Out of his entire clan, Sasuke was the only life Itachi still had the power to save. That doesn't mean he was the only person he loved. Azumi, the girl he loved, he could have killed her like everyone else. Instead, he used Tsukiyomi to let her live her entire lifetime beside him. They grew old together, started a family, and when that illusion came to an end, she thanked him. Even in the darkest moment of his life, Itachi was still trying to be kind. It's just, out of everyone he loved, Sasuke was the only one he still had the power to save. Itachi's greatest flaw wasn't the impossible choices he was forced to make. It was believing that he had to make them alone. Every burden, every lie, every impossible decision, he carried all of it himself. That's why his words to Naruto matter so much. Don't take it all on yourself, because if you do, you'll surely fail. I tried to do everything myself too, and I failed. Most characters in Naruto don't realize where they went wrong until somebody else forced them to. Look at Zabuza, Gaara, Nagato, Obito. They all needed somebody else to show them the flaws in their thinking. Itachi didn't. He understood exactly where he'd gone wrong. He knew his greatest mistake wasn't protecting the Leaf. It was believing he had to carry the weight of protecting it alone. The sad part isn't that he realized his mistake. It's that he realized it after there was nothing left he could change. So instead, he made sure Naruto wouldn't repeat it. When Fugaku called Itachi a kind child, I don't think he meant gentle. I think he meant selfless. Because kindness isn't measured by the absence of terrible choices. It's measured by who those choices were made for. Fugaku saw a boy who always thought beyond himself, beyond his own happiness, beyond his own clan. A boy, no matter what it cost him, always tried to act for the greater good. Whether you think Itachi was right or wrong, I don't think he ever made a decision for himself. The Leaf failed him. It pushed the Uchiha to the edge of the village. It allowed Danzo to operate from the shadows. It placed impossible choices onto the shoulders of a child. Yet, when Itachi reflected on his life, he didn't blame the village. He blamed himself. I tried to do everything myself too, and I failed. Even after Sasuke left the village, even when he had every reason to hate Konoha, he never sought revenge. He never exposed his secrets, he never abandoned it. Not because the Leaf deserved his loyalty, but because he refused to continue that cycle of hatred. Maybe that's what Fugaku meant all along. Not that Itachi was innocent, not that he was perfect, but that even after losing almost everything, he never stopped trying to protect something greater than himself. And despite all the darkness, despite all the contradictions that lay within the Leaf, he could still hold his head high, look back on his life and say, I'm still Itachi Uchiha of the Leaf. If you enjoyed this, let me know what you thought. This is my, I think, third video now. I make a video like this every week. If you want me to break down a specific character, let me know. I'll be happy to do so. If you're seeing this on TikTok, be sure to follow. If you're seeing this on YouTube, be sure to subscribe. I'd appreciate any feedback that you could possibly give, and I'll see you all next time.